بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد يقول الإمام الطحاوي رحمه الله تعالى والمؤمنون كلهم أولياء الرحمن وأكرمهم أتوعهم وأتبعهم للقرآن. Imaam al-Tahawi rahmatullah alayh says that every believer, all of them, they are awliya ur-Rahman, they are friends of Rahman. And amongst the believers, most honorable is that person who has most obedience and he follows Quran the most. Whoever is obeying and following the Quran most, he is the more dignified amongst the friends of Rahman, and they are believers. Same Aqidah we have done last week also. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us firmness onto every Aqidah of Ahlus Sunnati wal Jama'ah. Two riwayats. MashaAllah, one of the brother requested to have some muzakara. We have Jama'at, MashaAllah. Some of the brothers are from India. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them all da'i ila Allah. Two riwayats I would love to share. One, I always share whenever any Jama'at comes. I shared it with Maulana Abdul Rahman Ibn Hafiz Patel Sahab Rahmatullah. And it will be so relevant that Hafiz Patel Sahab Rahmatullah, he was given one task by Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahab Rahmatullah. Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahab Rahmatullah, from the du'at ila Allah of our times, of this last century, he passed away approximately 60 years ago. He passed away approximately 60 years ago. He was one of the greatest motivator of our times. One of the greatest motivator of our times. And greatest motivator of all times is nobody else besides Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah's Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is the greatest da'i, he is the greatest arif, he is the greatest ashiq, he is the greatest mujahid, he is the greatest hakim, he is the greatest alim, he is the greatest muttaqi, and he is the greatest motivator of all times. When it comes to motivate, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us such that we eat and drink from the dastarkhan of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam through right channels. Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahab Rahmatullah alayhi will fall into the right channels. I wanted to share two riwayat because one of the riwayat, he was sitting right by Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahab Rahmatullah alayhi, he was sitting right by Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and now we are making dua. We go there. Oh Allah, every time take us close to Ka'batullah and take us close to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One of the fundamental object, if you go to Haramain al-Sharifain, one of the fundamental object that keep as close as possible to Ka'batullah and to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then your trip will make you earn maximum. As I say, no one returns without minimum from there. No one returns without minimum from there. If you call me to your house, at least you will offer me a cup of tea or glass of water. What do you think? Allah is calling you to His house and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is calling you to His house? He will send you back empty-handed. No. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us such. Wallah, give us that opportunity that we sit right next to Him and we share these types of His teaching. And with with vast intention, with pure intention, with sincere intention, with vastness of da'wat, with wisdom of da'wat. Now there you can't share anything. Your hands are tied. But whoever Allah protects, no one can harm that person. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that whole khalaiq, they come together to harm you, and if Allah has destined your protection, then no one can harm you. And if Allah has destined harm for you, and whole world come together to protect you, they can't save you. Oh Allah, take us in your protection. Make us all, Jamaat is here. They are da'i ilallah. May Allah make us all da'i ilallah. That is our fundamental purpose of our life. That is one of the fundamental purpose of our life. If you are a doctor, if you are a millionaire, if you are an engineer, if you are a mathematician, if you are a chartered accountant, whoever you are, that is secondary. First, you are da'i. If you are not da'i, then you are not believer. Because da'wat comes as a part and parcel of iman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the qualities of da'wat, vastness of da'wat, wisdom of da'wat, sweetness of da'wat, sweetness of da'wat. They impacted one person and whole Europe became changed. Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi, he had impacted Hafiz Patel Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi. And I will share these two riwayats. But that must become purpose of our life. Hafiz Patel Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi was given the task, and look at the vision they had. Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi, he passed away about 60, 70 years ago. And before that, what he could see, now it is visible. Every naked eye can see that. And then it was not visible for everybody, but they have foresight. They have inner basirat. They look ahead. Who is the leader? Leader who prepares you for the coming century. That is leader. Not that person is leader that, in my masjid, everybody admires me. This is a wrong tendency. That I want to increase my following. I want to increase my followers. I want to increase my group. That is like a frog of the well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Allah make us visionary. Into the month of Shaban, whatever you will ask, it will be granted. Into the month of Ramadan, whatever you will ask, it will be granted. And if it happened for us to be sitting next to Nabi Sassam, next to Kaabatullah, and we ask, oh Allah, let us have courage that we ask global qualities, global vision, global courage, global priorities. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. One of the riwayat, Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi was sitting in Masjid Nabawi, right next to Nabi Sassam, and he was sharing. And he shared from the greatest narrator of that riwayat, Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala. He is also sitting next to Nabi Sassam, and he is sharing the same hadith sharif. Oh Allah, make us sahibul hal, not only sahibul qal. You talk. In your life there is nothing. And they used to talk less, and their life used to impact people. That's why there are so many durus. We have dars, likes of Ali radiyallahu ta'ala, when they used to pass by and someone is delivering dars, and people say he is delivering dars of Quran, interpretation, tafsir, commentary, so many views, so many opinions, so many things he is narrating. Hazrat Ali radiyallahu ta'ala said he is not delivering dars of Quran. He is just saying that, look at me, how knowledgeable I am. Do you know whose son I am? Do you know how qualified I am? That's what he is doing. That is what we are doing now. Oh Allah, open our heart. Give us the sincerity. Allah, accept one and all dies. Make them all du'at ilallah. And Allah, give us wisdom of da'wat, vision of da'wat, foresight of da'wat, courage of da'wat, bravery of da'wat, qualities of da'wat. They impacted one individual. Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi. Yeah, that malfuz I wanted to share. Look at their foresight. What he used to say then, people who were sitting in front of him, some of them, Hazrat Maulana Abdullah Sahib Kapodrawi Rahmatullah Alayhi, he narrated to us that I was sitting in front of Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi, and what he was talking, I felt that this man doesn't know world. Because some people, they are very, very, very well connected to mainstream media. So they think we know world better than this person who is not connected to mainstream media. So he said, what he is talking, it is not possible. It is not possible. And he said it, Maulana Abdullah Sahib Rahmatullah, he said that what he said years ago, now it is visible. We did experience. Oh Allah, connect us to far-sighted and foresighted people. Those who have basirat of Iman, basirat of Quran and Sunnah. Oh Allah, give us their sohbat. Whether you are da'i, whether you are seeking ilm, whether you are making zikr, always make dua that oh Allah, connect us to its worthy people. Because its worthy people will exist till the day of Qiyamah. Allah said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha wa kunu ma'as sadiqin. O people of Iman, have taqwa. Our Hazrat Shah Hakim Muhammad Akhtar Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi used to say that if we say to Allah that, oh Allah, it is impossible now to attain taqwa, then Allah will be wrong in saying this, that have taqwa, and He is not providing any means of attaining taqwa. So He has provided means of attaining taqwa. Kunu ma'as sadiqin. Be with righteous people. If you are into the company of people of taqwa, then automatically taqwa will be transferred from their heart into your heart. If you are into the company of real du'at, then qualities of da'wat will be transferred from their heart to your heart. If you are into the company of ma'rifat, people of ma'rifat, then automatically you will become arif. You will fall into the ocean of the ma'rifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us right suhbat. They had right suhbat. Many things, Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah used to say, and now they all are visible. One of the things he used to say, that where culture of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came into being, civilization of Islam, muasharat of Islam, social life of Islam, Islamic civilization, sunnat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where it came into the existence and from where it was promoted, he was saying then that at the very places they are planning to promote the culture of shaitan from. Did you understand this one sentence? That from the place Makkah Mukarramah and Medina Munawwara, from where civilization of Islam became propagated and promoted from Makkah Mukarramah and Medina Munawwara, they are planning to promote culture of shaitan from there. He was saying that, and now what is happening? So he used to say to Hafiz Patel Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi, that you make intention that they are planning to make Makkah Mukarramah and Medina Munawwara like London and Paris. You go with intention that you will make London and Paris like Makkah Mukarramah and Medina Munawwara. That was our goal. That was our vision. And what we are heading towards, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make us on track. Allah bring us back on track. This was one of the fundamental goals. One of the fundamental goals. So I will translate the both riwayat. First one, whenever Jamaat comes, I always share this hadith sharif. Even I shared it with Hazrat Maulana Abdul Rahman Sahib Ibn Hafiz Patel Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi. Maulana Abdul Rahman Sahib is one of the great mediator of our time. He talks to everybody, mashallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make him medium and mean of the truth and reconciliation of the whole ummah. Because Hafiz Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi, he used to cry and say that our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought Bilal from Habasha, Suhaib from Rome, Salman from Faris, and afterwards Hassan came from Basra. So people came from different places, and they became like one body, one ummat. Hazrat Ji, Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah used to cry that why are you breaking ummat into the parts? How hurting it will be to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite this whole ummat. So one malfuz of Hazrat Ji Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah, that if they are planning to make Makkah Mukarramah and Medina Munawwara like London and Paris, why can't we make intention that, oh Allah, make London and Paris like Makkah Mukarramah and Medina Munawwara? And these people in their time, they made effort. Then the shape of Dewsbury was changed. It was changed. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, connect us to the greatest mediator of all time, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So one of the riwayat, whenever every Jamaat comes, I always share, because what is happening now in every household. If you can see, it is visible now. There is a race. No, I want to become big. No, I must have more following. I want to break all the records. I will put everybody behind. I will be front runner. And then, parents, they are being undermined by children. Elder brothers and elder sisters, they are being undermined by juniors. And that is becoming the order of every household, every masjid, every institution, every idara and every movement. May Allah protect us. Some days ago we had a program about Sayyidina Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala. And I was talking to one of the great muhaddis of our time, Hazrat Maulana Abbas Sahib Rahmatullah alayhi, Ustazul Hadith, Darul Zakaria. And I was saying that day we didn't have time. We could bring life of Abu Huraira radiyallahu ta'ala. We could bring life of Abdullah ibn Umar radiyallahu ta'ala. We could bring life of Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu ta'ala. And likes of them. There were some Sahaba, like Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala. Likes of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given them time into the time of the Khilafat of Hazrat Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, Khilafat of Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, Khilafat of Usman radiyallahu ta'ala, Khilafat of Ali radiyallahu ta'ala. Some of them survived into the time of Hazrat Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala, into the martyrdom of Abdullah ibn Zubair radiyallahu ta'ala. They were in these all times, and they did not party anybody. But what happened? That they became beneficial to everybody and anybody. So, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us such vision that when we are facing something, then we derive heed and lesson from the life of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and from the lives of Sahaba, and it becomes relevant to our situation. And Allah become pleased. Oh Allah, make that possible. That is what we are going to ask this Ramadan. Theme of the Ramadan, that, oh Allah, connect us to the greatest motivator of all time and give us ability that we share his hadith sharif sitting right next to him. Because see, Ramadan is a booster. These brothers who are out into the Jamaat is a booster. It boosts your iman. Shaban and Ramadan, it is booster. You go to Makkah, Mukarramah, Medina, Munawwara, Masjid Aqsa, it becomes booster of your iman. Some of the places you are by Hajr Aswad, you are by Mizab Rahmat, you are by Rukne Yamani, you are by Rukne Shami, you are by Mas'a, you are into the Mataf. Different places have ability of boosting you in a different manner. Somewhere it is being injected to you iman. Somewhere it is being injected to you marifat of Allah, muhabbat of Allah. Somewhere it is being injected to you courage like Sahaba. That's why Allah called you there. Not to see very beautiful marble buildings of Makkah Mukarramah and Medina Munawwara. And not to look around. May Allah call us there, that you become lost into Allah, into His marifat, into His muhabbat. and you return with maximum. Oh Allah, make that possible. Oh Allah, make that possible. So first riwayat, as I was saying that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Innakum satarawna ba'di atharatan tunkirunaha, fasbiru hatta talqawni ala al-hawd." Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he said it to Ansar, and ulama said that become lesson for everybody. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said it to Ansar that, "O Ansar, it will happen to you that after me, you will be neglected, you will be undermined, you will be sidelined, you will be treated in a manner that you won't like it. You will feel bad." But Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't say that, take the weapon and beat tit for tat. No, he didn't say that. He said, "Fasbiru hatta talqawni ala al-hawd." Have sabr until you meet me onto the Hawd-e-Kawthar. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that, and Sahaba kept faithfulness on every sentence of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Oh Allah, begging of this Shaban and begging of this Ramadan, give us the qualities of Sami'na wa Ata'na like Sahaba. With vision, with ilm, with muhabbat and marifat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. First, this hadith sharif. Second, this hadith sharif. I always wonder that sitting right next to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and sharing the hadith sharif in a same manner. That one day, Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah is sitting next to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and he's sharing this hadith sharif. That's why that day Maulana Abbas Sahib Rahmatullah was sharing one of the hadith sharif of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala. And he said, and this is what your amal speaks. This is what your quality speaks. Sometimes we speak only empty words. There is no reality. There is no reality. This is amal speaks. What he was saying, it was the day, like today is 13th. Is it 13th of March? So it was, I think, 8, 9 or some March. He was in Presswich, Masjid-e-Bilal, and he was speaking. He said, March 8, 9, 2023, in Presswich, Masjid-e-Bilal, Abu Hurairah is speaking. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu, his riwayat. So he was saying, just wonder what was the ikhlas of Abu Hurairah. That after so many centuries, onto the 8th March 2023, or 8 or 9, whatever March it was, 2023, in Presswich, Manchester, Masjid-e-Bilal, Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala, whose riwayat is as alive as it was in his lifetime. Why? Because of his ikhlas. Because of his ikhlas. And then we shared with Hazrat Maulana Abbas Sahib that today you have, what do you call, e-masjid, and you have YouTube, and you have Facebook, and you have so many tools and mediums. But your voice is not going centuries ahead because of no ikhlas. Oh Allah, give us ikhlas. Oh Allah, give us ikhlas. So Hazrat Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah, he is sitting there in Masjid al-Nabawi and he is sharing hadith sharif, and it was shared exactly in the same way. He is sharing from Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, and Umar radiyallahu ta'ala sitting right next to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He is sharing, and I will translate and I will end. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the risk of Quran and hadith sharif. Every letter of Quran and hadith sharif and its ocean becomes the taqdeer of our progeny till the day of Qiyamah. Oh Allah, because of our own sins, do not deprive us from the risk of Quran and hadith sharif. Hazrat Umar radiyallahu ta'ala sitting right next to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Hazrat Ji Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah narrates that Umar radiyallahu ta'ala started speaking, and he said that there will be one Jannat which is called Jannatul Adn. Jannatu Adn. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had described that Jannat, that it will be very vast Jannat. It will have beautiful reception. On every reception, 500, some numbers are mentioned, that many gates it will be. And on that reception, so many welcomers of Jannat will be awaiting for you and will be welcoming you and will be entertaining you. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam described that Jannatul Adn in length. And after describing, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned, and that is what Umar radiyallahu ta'ala mentioned. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned that Allah Ta'ala will grant this Jannat to Nabi Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Saying that, Umar radiyallahu ta'ala looked at Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and he said, Hani allaka ya sahib al-qabr. We want to make record. We want to break record. Oh, in Old Trafford, no one become Maulana like me. That is the record we want to make. Oh, may Allah protect us from that foolishness, from that lawlessness, from that stupidity. Oh Allah, make us such that we have vision and ambition like Sahaba. Umar radiallahu ta'ala narrating this, and he said that Jannat, either it will be given it to Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and then he looks at Nabi sasam and he said, Hani allaka ya sahib al-qabr. They also go and read Durood Sharif and Salatu Salam onto Nabi sasam. We also go, but there is vast difference. If you carry out mission of Nabi sasam day in and day out, and then you go stand in front of him, and then you say, As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya habibi, then reaction will be totally different. And if your ambitions is like one sperm, very limited, then some reward you get. But may Allah protect us. May Allah protect us from the shirk. Everybody goes to read Salatu Salam to Nabi Sassam. They all are on a different level. They all are in a different level. Here, Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, Hani allaka ya sahib al-qabr. Congratulations to you, oh my Habib Sassam. That Jannat you said for Nabi, so it is for you. And then he said that Nabi Sassam mentioned that Jannat will be either given it to Siddiq. And then he looks at Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala. He is also sleeping there. He said, Hani allaka ya sahib al-qabr. He is saying to Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala that this Jannat is allocated to you by the tongue Mubarak of Nabi Sassam. I am giving congratulations to you, tribute to you. And that's how he is reading Salatu Salam. And then he said that Jannat will be either given it to Shaheed. It will be either given it to Shaheed. And then Umar radiallahu ta'ala looks at him and, oh Allah, give us humbleness like Sahaba. Real humbleness like Sahaba. He said that it will be either given it to Shaheed, and then he looks at him that, where you and where that rank of Shahadat? Far from you, You don't deserve, that's what he was trying to say. You will not qualify for that. And then, he had that firmness. He used to say every now and again that Allah is Allah. Because at that time, Makkah, Mukarramah, Medina, Munawwara, you can't even kill bird. It is haram. You can't even kill any little insect because of the sanctity of haram. Life was so sanctified. Life was so sacred. It was impossible. So, whenever Umar radiallahu ta'ala used to say, Allahumma rzuqni shahadatan fi sabilik, waj'al mawti bi baladi rasulik. Oh Allah, give me martyrdom in your path. And oh Allah, give me my death into the city of your Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sahaba used to wonder that, what Umar is talking about. It is never possible. And he used to say, Allah is Allah. Allah can make impossible possible. And I have narrated that incident many times, that Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was leading Salatul Fajr, and that Abu Lulu, who had wretchedness into himself, he attacked onto Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and that attack was life-taking, it was very severe, he became shaheed into that. So that hadith sharif, where it mentioned that Jannat will be given it to Nabi, it will be given it to Siddiq, and it will be given it to Shaheed, Umar radiallahu ta'ala is narrating, and he is qualified person by the tongue of Nabi Sassam. Because you remember, Nabi Sassam onto the mountain, and that mountain started shaking out of the joy and happiness. Nabi Sassam said, Uskun, have stillness, don't shake, do not bring tremor onto you, because on your back today, Nabi is riding, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Siddiq is there, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu, and two shaheed. It was Umar radiallahu ta'ala and Usman radiallahu ta'ala. So it was a prophecy. It was going to take place. So Umar radiallahu ta'ala, he is mentioning that Jannat will be either given it to Shaheed also. So he is qualified person for that. But he showed humbleness, that where that Shahadat and where am I? And on the other side, he was saying that if Allah makes it possible, then I want Shahadat into Medina Munawwara and into the city of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and right next to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he became martyr. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our life, our honor, our children, our whatever potential we have for His deen, and whatever was said right, it is from Allah and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and whatever was said wrong, it is from me and from shaitan, and Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam got nothing to do with that. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwalin, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-matin, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawl, ya dhal jalali wal ikram. La ilaha illa ant, زهر اللاجئين وجار المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين. إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء، فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء. وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تخطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا، واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء، ووفقنا الخير. فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين، وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا. فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين، غير خزايا ولا ندامة ولا مفتونين. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا توفنا مسلما والحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم اجعلنا هداة مهتدين، اللهم اجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى. اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واهد الناس جميعا. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته.